Hello everyone, welcome back. So today we're going to be playing Kayle, and we'll be facing off against Fiddlesticks. I have played Kayle against Fiddlesticks, but it was the easier Fiddlesticks one, the 3.5 star one. And since I managed to get Kayle up to 6 stars with the path of, or with the Titans of Runeterra expansion or campaign, I decided to go ahead and give Star Kayle a spin against the mainstay hardest adventure in the game. In theory, I should be in a great position because we're starting off the game with 5 mana anyway. So worst case scenario, I'll just play Kayle on the first turn. Except that's not going to happen. I want to buff up Kayle as much as possible. All of these powers are terrible. Sorcery, proper offerings. No, what sorcery is fine. It allows me to go for spell casts, even if we're in a position where I don't really have a lot of, or even if we're in a position where I don't have a lot of spells, I'll always still have the spell that gets generated at the start of the round, the Blessing of Targon, I think. Yeah, Blessing of Targon, and I can even cast it for 3, so it's essentially free. Let's summon the Wounded White Flame. I'm going to attack like so. Kayle's going nice and big. And so is our gift giver, or our gift givers. Healing 6. Unpleasant, but I can manage. Let's summon the gift giver to clear at least one of the opponent's units. He's passing, I'll take the pass. I'm not even going to risk playing another card. I know for a fact that if I let him, if I didn't pass there, he would have played something terrible. Yeah, that's fine. Let's get some blessings, some more duplicate blessings of Targon. I'm going to play the gift giver, soften up the opponent's board. Let's keep doing this. Our gems have X-Tech Fabricator. If only I could get a mountain goat to generate more gems. Or another card that generates gems. That would be nice as well. And not next turn, but the turn after this one, we would just win. We play Kayle, we clear the opponent's board with Kayle, and then game over, because I get to attack.
It is for the divine to dispense justice.
Just like that.
Shines just and righteous.
Overwhelm and double attack. Yeah, the opponent doesn't even attempt to block Kayle. Game over. I'm fully expecting Kayle games to go on for a little bit longer. We really need to get Kayle going before we can even get near the point where we can kill the opponent. The most annoying part though is the fact that we can't really close out the game easily. On the turn we drop Kayle down because Kayle levels up at the end of the turn. Paris is interesting. We've targeted allies. We have an ally spell shield. Do I want this? It's vaguely synergistic with my deck. Nah, I'll pass. Let's try to get something better. I think that was a mistake because it would have been better to have the virus. Let's reroll once again. Tristana, Lulu. I suppose Misfortune is not the worst card. Am I really going to pick Misfortune though? Fuzzy Caretaker has support synergy and they do buff up each other. I'll pick the Lulu. Now that I think about it, it's just overall more synergistic, right? I mean, she generates a spell, I have extra spell mana, the support units give stats, which is good for us because we care a lot about stats. Now, from this position I can either go Wounded White Flame or Middenstoke Henchman. Middenstoke Henchman can be a board on its own, but I think the Wounded White Flame is better on the first turn. That's fine. Let him give the Wounded White Flame boom. I'm still going to slay the unit you summoned at the start of the game. If I could get Overwhelm on the Middenstoke Henchman, that would be great. Crush would be highly beneficial. If I wasn't going for this setup with Kayle that involves, you know, just starting off with 5 mana, I think I would have definitely benefited from the everything as Overwhelm epic relic. But I suppose this is fine as well. We managed to clear the opponent's entire board. We're going to buff up the Middenstoke Henchman twice. And now we are going to summon a 12/12 after we attack. Kayle's leveled up, or at least this one is. I'm going to hold off. I have time. Sure, I'll drop down the Kayle that's leveled up just because the opponent played 2 units here. And I want to set up a kill for the turn following this one. Yeah, opponent, go on. Do whatever you wish. I think it's completely irrelevant. Sure. Are you really that concerned with the Middenstoke Henchman? I think Kayle is a bigger problem for you.
I see the heavens of flame, gods burning in starfire.
Internal impact. Okay, you have no allies. Why are you doing that? You're just wasting my time. And game over. Maybe that's how I need to play Kayle, just see if I can level her up on board and then see the lethal 2 turns away. Play guide picks the Mourned. Let's go for picks. Give my supported ally +2/+1 this round. All of these are pretty bad, but I do need something. Beethoven Tailstones doesn't generate that. All that stuff that's all that interesting. I guess Recall might be bad because I'll be going -1 with the Recall. With the Manifest, it kind of mitigates the fact that normally you go -1 with Recall, but even then, it's not really that appealing. I need something to play early. I'll go ahead and keep this entire hand then. Lulu. Hiddenstoke Henchman. Honestly, let's go Lulu first. He's going for the list. That's fine. Let him go for the list. I can make it so Lulu survives this. Unfortunately, I won't get to double up on the effects of the... Is it Shield Bash, the name of the card? Shield Vault, okay. Sure, I'll drop down the Gift Giver. I can do this, deal a bunch of damage to the opponent's units, work on Lulu's level up. What are you doing, opponent? Are you really trying to trade into the Gift Giver? I guess. I'm going to mitigate the damage taken a little bit and ensure that the Gift Giver trades favorably. Let's drop down the Hiddenstoke Henchman. I'll give the Hiddenstoke Henchman one item even. Page, okay, more stats. Hiddenstoke Henchman is just going to be a massive stat stick then. Face Breaker, moral support actually. Something with barrier. Or giving something barrier might be useful. Sure, let's play Lulu. He's going to target Lulu? No, he's going to target the Hiddenstoke Henchman. Interesting. Well, that's a good reason to give my Hiddenstoke Henchman barrier. Let's drop down the Winged Messenger. That's a lot of large units. Fortunately, I think I'm fine. I think this is a fine attack. Lulu is going to be at risk, but who cares? He has bigger problems to deal with than Lulu, I think. Really now? You would rather jump block, I suppose, than the trade into the Hiddenstoke Henchman. Okay, giving that vulnerable. I see.
I see the heavens ablaze, gods burning in starfire.
Let's keep summoning units, I guess, since the opponent's so wishy-washy. Yeah, Hiddenstoke Henchman has run its course. Even if he didn't get any strikes in, I still managed to get a lot of value off of it. Kayle, leveled up even, but I can close out the game right here, right now. So there is no point in keeping the level up or trying to go for the level up on Kayle. Rubyite Conjurer. Honestly, that's interesting. It's the overwhelm my Hiddenstoke Henchman needs, at the very least. Rush them down. Doubled up? Sure. Effectively means that my units are going to get +2/+2 on summon. None of these cards are that appealing though. Should I reroll? I'm actually going to hold off before I reroll. Also, I'm not counting a card here. And now to deal with Elise. Elise is going to be such a bother. If she gets lucky and just summons a billion spiderlings, I'm going to be completely screwed, aren't I? Precious pet. That's an arachnoid horror. That's Lulu at least. Didn't stoke henchman. That's arachnoid horror. She didn't level up though. I guess he didn't get Elise off of the normal draw, so it didn't count. If I could get the... what's it called? That one power that reduces the opponent's unit's power based on the damage you deal to them. Enfeebling Strike, that's the one. If I could get Enfeebling Strike, I'd be very... I'd basically be set for life, wouldn't I? Let's drop down the Fuzzy Caretaker. It deals with most of the opponent's units. The vast majority of it at least. I guess I'll care about keeping the Fuzzy Caretaker alive. Mostly because it means that I'll keep a unit on board. Let's drop down the Lulu. Next turn I can go for Kayle. And I'm going to do it no matter what. Even if the opponent summons another thing here, I'll be in a fine position. Stunning kill, how annoying. I really wanted to buff up Kayle with the Fuzzy Caretaker, but I guess I'll save that for another day. Kayle's still getting leveled up here though. I still need to hit the 16 attack mark in order for Kayle to get double attack. But I should be able to easily do it after using Blessing of Targon a couple of times. What are you even doing, opponent? Why are you doing this to yourself? Attacking here accomplishes nothing. Let's attack with everything. And game over. And I didn't even properly attack. I should have attacked with Lulu buffing up the Fuzzy Caretaker. But it's fine. Now then, what do I want to face off against? Because both the encounters are extremely threatening, extremely terrifying even. Well, death just burns me to death, well, for lack of a better word. And survive the night drains me of my resources very quickly. I'm going to go for the survive the night. If I can go for the Midden Stoke henchman, striking the opponent's nexus consistently, I might actually have a shot at winning. Because I'll have enough units on board for it to matter. That thing is... can't attack, so it's fine. I can strike. I don't need to deal damage, I just need to strike, right? Yeah. don't need to deal damage, I just need to strike. Let's block with the largest one. Next turn is going to get middens, another whatchamacallit and dying. Let's do that there.
She called me betrayer. She scorned me.
I see. I see what's happening here, but I have a way out. Let's block there. We can fizzle the attack here and do this here. The opponent's not going to heal himself up. And then I'll have that back for the next turn. And I can even buff the Middenstoke henchman by doing this, or keep buffing it at least. Stand United, sure. I have the spare spell mana. I'm going to take 9, but taking 9 is completely fine, I think. Unfortunate part is that thing, the minion. If minion jump blocks, I'm not in a good position. So I'll do this, just so the minion can't jump block. And I'll do this, Middenstoke henchman attacks, and I get another 18, actually 20. I can go for a removal of the opponent's entire board. Do I want that? Sure. I'm sure that's going to set him back a little bit. The opponent heals up to 16, but I'm pretty sure it takes 30 at the start of the round. So he's dead. Actually, it's 20. Well, I managed to survive the night. I took 9, but it was fine. I don't remember exactly how much regeneration I have on Targon champions, but it's probably not a lot. But yeah, it's 4. It's fine though. Shards of the Mountain, fill your hand with gems. Rubyite Conjurer with Dragon Tooth, sure. Good upgrade. Let's go for the shop. Is a no for me. This though is fine. Navari Blade Scout. I'm going to reroll this spell. My bad. Shouldn't have done that. I'm still going to pick it up because I have the spare money. Navari Blade Scout. Yeah, I'll pick up a couple of those. And then I'll go up to 40 cards. That's a decent amount, right? To face off against Fiddlesticks. Well, 40 cards are after this encounter and the rewards. Rubyite Conjurer. Let's go ahead and pull this hand. Worst case scenario, I'll go 2-1-2 instead of going for the 5-3. I think that's the correct choice. 2 into 1 into another one. Then we buff like so. What has Challenger? Rubyite Conjurer has Challenger. I had no idea. Well, let's pull that one, I guess. I should have pulled that one, my bad. Still, I can do this and buff up picks and it clears the board. Quite nicely, I might add. Next turn I'll actually be able to go for a... No, I won't, because the opponent's attacking me right away. I was about to say I'm going to be able to go for a slower turn, but I can't. Or I can go for a slower turn in the sense that I'm going to drop down the mid and stoke henchman and then move on from there by playing something else to keep softening up the opponent's board. But instead I just do this and then we'll play another unit that deals 3 to everything. And now I can just go for a open attack with the mid and stoke henchman. And I even get to play the Rate of Echoes. He's going to buff up the units that died here by a whole bunch though. He gets one Wraith of Echoes back after all. Actually, I'll hold the Lulu. I was about to drop down the Lulu, but I'll hold the Lulu because by doing so I'll be able to clear the opponent's board. Hopefully. Can you stop drawing, opponent? It's getting kind of annoying. I'm going to lose the mid and stoke henchman. It's unfortunate, but I'll have to deal with that reality. He has run his course. And there goes the opponent's board. Well, a significant portion of it anyway. Next turn I'm guaranteed a victory, I think. We reached the point where all our units are dealing 3 on summon. And they're getting right up there in terms of attack stat. Wait, I had a mid stoke henchman in my back pocket. How could I have possibly forgotten that? Can even go ahead and give said mid and stoke henchman the quick attack keyword. So he summons one with quick attack. He has removal? No. Lucky me. Another game won. I'm fully worried about Fiddlesticks, or I'm really worried about Fiddlesticks. Is going to debuff my entire board by a whole bunch. That's not good. Champion item chest, elusive on Lulu, power riff on Kayle. Elusive on Kayle. I'm going for the power riff on Lulu. Makes her a bit cheaper. We stand together, give 2 allies +2 +1 +1 +2 in this round. Yeah, that's fine. Restore 10, go back to full, and now we face off against Fiddlesticks. Oh bother. Well, at the very least I got the Ruby-eyed Conjurer. I'm going to keep on recall as a sort of backup plan. I can go 1, 2, 2 in case I need it. I'm going to drop down the Ruby Art Conjurer first as a bait for something the opponent might have. Any removal or something along those lines. Except it didn't have it. Or at least it didn't appear to have it. And the opponent had Fiddlesticks in the card I just drew. How unlucky can I possibly be? Let's try to buff up the Kayle as much as possible because I'm going to need to use her for a board clear next turn. Honestly, bouncing Kayle back to hand might not even be that bad. Okay, that's fine. You're removing the weakest units on my deck, or some of the weakest units in my deck. Meanwhile, I just cleared your entire board. And I have a 33-27 that has double attack on my side of the board.
On wings of fire, hope ascends!
I wonder, can I one-shot the opponent here? Let's do this. 33 twice. Not enough. Not nearly enough. But I got close. Okay, if that's just all you're doing, I'm going to let it go through. I'm going to hold the Kayle's judgment in order to deal with stuff that's actually threatening to Kayle at least. Sure. Let's keep softening the opponent's board up. More cards are being milled. Fiddlesticks is getting leveled up as well. This is not good. Honestly, I'm fine with doing this. Bonded bucklers on Kayle. That's very nice, in fact. Ghost can also help us achieve victory. Let's soften up the opponent's board for a bit more. Hope he plays something else. Okay, that's exactly what I needed him to play. Because now I just remove the opponent's entire board. Because this guy has 5 attack by default. Alright, Kayle has the item that allows her to block elusive, so he can't even attack with the Shallow Siren. Poor guy. Well, time to go ahead and attack with a 29-28 Kayle and get a massively buffed up Middenstoke Henchman in the process. Yeah, that's fine. We'll get to 7-7 Middenstoke Henchman. Oh right, the opponent dies in the process. Completely forgot about the fact that Kayle just deals a billion damage by this point. That was close, but not as close as I anticipated. That was a nice healthy amount of back and forth. Didn't just get overwhelmed by the opponent summoning a bunch of stuff off of the nightmares. I'm quite pleased with the run. But yeah, that will be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Till then.